Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is the first time you're seeing my video, I really want to say a huge thank you to you guys. You guys are the reason why I do what I do. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for all your comments. Thank you for all your contributions. Thank you for all your advices. Thank you for everything you say to me. For those of you that are trolling me, I pray that God hears your heart totally. Thank you for everything you're doing. Guys, I want to talk about something, but it's not something new. It's not something outrageous. It's not something too expensive. It's not something that is not unexplainable. Either is this something that we cannot do, it is something that we can do but slightly stressful, and it is more financial demanding. Today, that is what I want to share with you guys. I beg your indulgence, please stick with me on this channel till the end. Okay, I don't know when is going to be the end of the channel, but stick with me to the end of the video. Okay, so at the end of the video, I'm going to be like stating out who you need to contact, who you need to reach out to, and I'm going to just share like things we've already talked about before, just because it's happening again for 2025. That's the reason why I'm bringing it your way. Please stick around, let me finish for what we have today. Those of you that are new, please, yes, you're welcome. Everybody, you're welcome. Welcome. Today I just want to talk about Lithuania again. I'm bringing Lithuania because the reason is because, guys, for those of you that are new, you've not met me before, this is the first time you're coming across my video, you are most welcome. Is your girl Great Faith? Yes, I am currently in Lithuania and I had my degree here, so I share opportunities in Lithuania and how people can be able to come to Lithuania irrespective of the challenges that we are being faced with now due to change of policies and all of that. I try sharing those information just to keep you guys updated with what is happening and what we have been faced with at the moment. So currently we are having some schools that are open for 2025 for the spring semester, and I just thought it's wise for me to start announcing it now, for me to start talking about it now, because a lot of people are like, I would like to study in Lithuania, just that I didn't know when they open and I missed the application period. What can I do? How can you assist me? How can we go about it? Ladies and gentlemen, schools are open right now for the 2025 spring semester, which is to say that if you want to come for bachelors are open, right? Let's start from that. Bachelors are open. Masters are going to be opening, I think, towards the end of this year, like towards November, thereabout. We should have some schools that are going to be opened, right? So for now, we just have the bachelors. And that is why I'm sharing, because most of you are bachelor students, but you already know the requirements, okay? Things we need to do in order to kickstart with these bachelor's programs. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the courses that are valuable, and also the tuition range that you should prepare for it. And apart from that, I'm going to be talking about the requirements that we need in order for me to process these admissions for you. And also I'm going to be talking about the visa processing, though I've said this countless times, but I just have to say it now. But I don't know what happens or what is going to happen in 2025. Things are definitely going to change. If it does, I'm going to be also bringing that update, so make sure that you guys are up to date with what is happening inside the country to help you to make informed decisions. Because if you do not plan well, you have already planned to fail. I don't want anyone watching my video to be at the bottom of the, the list of preferences, or when decisions are being made, or when things are being done, because you weren't aware or you weren't informed in the country where I live. No, I'm going to help as many as by passing the right information, and to make sure that you all are informed with the current state of what we need to do. First and foremost, let's start with the courses that are available. After the courses that are available, we are going to talk about the requirement. After the requirement, then we'll talk about the visa processing. And you can catch me on Instagram, or you can catch me, guys, I'm on TikTok. You can catch me on TikTok. I'm going to be putting up my handle on TikTok, so you can be able to follow me there. I'm going to be dropping the information. So this is a very short video, like I promised. I'm not going to be talking much these days on my videos. Straight to the point, say what it is, share the information, and we move. The first course that we have, these are bachelors, ladies and gentlemen, just bachelor's courses. We have English Foundation for this one. This is the first one. The second one, we have Business Building and Management. The third one is Sustainable Business and Green Technologies. We have the Future Business and Artificial Intelligence. We have International Trade and Custom Logistics. We have Finance and Investment Management. We have Digital Communication. We have video production and media. What again do we have? We have computer games and animation, programming and multimedia, general practical nursing. For those who don't want to study in the medical line, I think this is a great opportunity for you. We also have the aesthetic cosmetology. We have tourism and recreation. We have marketing and advertising. The last course on this list is international business. This is for one of the schools that have these courses. Apart from that, another school as well is open. It has business, it has programming and internet system. It also have logistics for those of you that want to apply. What is the tuition range? The tuition ranges from 3,400 euros for the business down to IT and nursing, which is about 3,900 euros. So these are the list of courses, and those are the tuition fee for those of you that want to apply. Now, there are like questions you used to ask me. Are you going to be making a full payment for the first time? The answer is yes. For the very first time, the university expects you to make a full tuition payment, which means if your cost is 3,400 euros, they are expecting you to make that full tuition payment. It's totally different for we that are already in the system, because when I ask the university, they usually say, oh Faith, you know these people are coming from outside, we haven't met them before, we barely trust them, we barely understand what they are doing, we barely know who they are, we barely know if they are going to stick to it or they are not going to stick to it. So in this case, what we are going to do is that we allow our students that are coming in for the very first year to make their full tuition fee. Then after then, the subsequent years, you can be able to pay on instrumental basis, depending on the agreement you have with your university. In Lithuania, they have like a kind of flexibility when it comes to tuition fee. As long as you've been with them, they can give you like this spread out to be able to meet up with the entire payment that you want to make. So that is that for the tuition fee. Questions like, am I allowed to come with family? For bachelors, for now, you are not allowed to come with your family, but for master students, you can be able to invite your families. And for PhD students, you can also be able to invite your families. But for now specifically, I'm talking about the bachelor's programs for those of you that intend coming for spring semester. So when we're talking about spring semester, we are looking at you starting the entire process now and being able to arrive in Lithuania around, let's say, February to March. Those are the spring semester for those of you that really want to come and study in that period of time. So the best time to start is now. The reason is because the universities in Lithuania, when you submit your documentation, they take their time to go through everything. There is what they call the SKVC, right? SKVC is an educational body in Lithuania that helps to check the entire documentations of the student, if it is forged, if it is fake, or if it is real. If you submit your document, for example, your WAEC and your transcript, they go through it, and sometimes it can take up to 1 month, 2 months, okay? Which is the reason why you have to start now. And the best news so far in the entire thing is that for the requirements, we are going to be needing your international passport, your photo passport, we are going to be needing your transcript of record for those of you that have it. We are going to be needing your motivational video or motivational letter. It's simply when you're explaining like, this is the reason why you want to come and study in this school, this is how you found the school, this is what you want to do in this school, this is what you're going to be contributing in this school. Basically the motivation behind you coming to apply for the university in this country, why you came here, why you did not go to Germany, all of those things is going to be part of the motivation that these schools are looking for. So they are going to be needing that. And apart from that, you're going to be needing your police character. Guys, police character has been a pain in our ass. Like, everyone is freaking out with this police character legalization. But here is the good news right now. For students, you are no longer doing your police character yourself. Does it make sense? Schools are not the one doing the police character. So which means if we start the entire processing, our job is just to submit and get your admission. School go ahead to do the police character legalizations. Okay, so, and also when all of that is done, you apply to the school, they go through the entire process, you go through the interview. After you pass your interview, they give you the admission. Then we start with the Migris portal, where you have to upload, because that is where you have to book an appointment to be able to submit. Now, for the visa processing, which I know this is like the tug of war, this is where the problem is. There's another kind of flexibility as well. In Lithuania, they are accepting tourist visas. For instance, if you have an admission and you have a tourist visa, you can come in with it, but please, please, please. The tourist visa should be more than 30 days because immigration needs like 2 to 3 weeks to be able to make your decisions in terms of the resident permit. You understand what I'm saying, right? So imagine if you have just like 1 week visa. That means you just have to submit and leave the country. So it's better your resident, your tourist visa is like, let's say 1 month or 1 month plus to enable you to be able to come into Lithuania, submit for your resident permit, and after you submit, you can still wait for the decisions to be out so you can take your resident permit. For those of you that have like embassies, those of you that are coming from, let's say Philippines, they have embassy there, South Africa, they have embassy, and most of them don't travel, but people that are in South Africa that have the South African permits, you can be able to apply for the Lithuanian embassy there, which means if you go there to process everything, it's going to be easier for you. You're not applying for the national D visa right now because the law changed. You are going to be coming with the resident permit directly from wherever you're coming from, so it actually makes things easier for you. So for those of you that cannot go to the embassy to apply for a resident permit, the best thing to do is to get yourself a tourist visa to come into the country and enable you to apply for your resident permit. So guys, this is all that is involved in this. So for the tourist visa, we are assisting for the tourist visa. It depends if you want it, but if you don't want it, you can always do it for yourself. So that is what is on board for the spring semester. So if you know anyone that really wants to come and study in Lithuania for February next year, now is the best time to start, because after now schools are going to be going on holiday. It's better for you to get your admission between September against February next year, so towards the ending of the year you can now start preparing towards the visa for you to come to Lithuania. A lot of you used to wait for the spring semester up to December for you to start preparing for February. That is a wrong timing. If you time yourself like that, everything is going to just get messy. You're not going to be able to meet up, you're going to be in the haste, you're going to be rushing, especially for those of you that have like a little bit of financial constraints. I'm going to advise you to stand on time, because when you start on time, it gives you the opportunity to be able to boycott some price hikes in terms of the exchange rates. Please make sure you put that in your into consideration. Exchange rate is something that every international student shouldn't joke with, because if you're coming and the exchange rate is like this, it's going to affect you totally. So guys, I think that is basically everything I wanted to share on this video. I wanted to let you guys know that application is open in Lithuania for 2025 for everyone that wants to come for bachelor's programs, and also for the masters. When it gets open, don't worry, follow me on TikTok, follow me on Instagram, follow me on WhatsApp, check my YouTube pages, check my short stories. I'm going to be dropping information about Lithuania. I post about Lithuania all the time, so you guys can be able to see what is happening in the country, what you need to do. Cost of living is minimal. Like before, when we came, it was very, very cheap, but now for you to get a house, I think you should be able to get an accommodation with 450 euros thereabout. You should be able to get that. Now for groceries, you should be budgeting for each time you go to the market like 50 to 100 euros to be able to buy something. Now for utilities, everything with accommodation and utilities should be about like 500 and something. You should be able to get something tangible. So guys, this is what is happening. The country is a good place to begin with, and the country is a good place. They have very good quality of life. The greenery everywhere is good. The transportation system is good. You know, you can be able to find job here to do, but once you come, give yourself some time. Don't rush, like I always say, because you need some time to be able to get incorporated into the system. We have talked about Lithuania like all over and all over again. So guys, for those of you that are drivers, a huge plus for you, because the boat drive is there. You can be able to do 1 or 2 things depending on the time you're looking for a job. You can be able to work and study as well in this country as a student, and the best part, in Lithuania you can be able to work 40 hours. Okay, so guys, I think that is basically it. We've already talked about Lithuania over and over again. I think by now most of you that have been following me for a while is already conversant about things happening in Lithuania. So for more information, for anything, you can drop the question on the comment section. I will be there to answer all your questions. Thank you so much for taking your time to subscribe to my channel. It's your girl Griffith, and I really want to say peace out. Bye.